Right then, welcome back to the channel, and today we've got something that a lot of you have asked us to do a video on for quite a while now. This is a little bit of a two-in-one video, so we are raffling this car, which means if you're watching this at the time of the video going out, the link for the competition will be in the description. But we thought we'd do a full walk around, full spec list video, road test, everything, the usual works that we normally do on this Scirocco. So I'll start off by saying this is quite a unique build. It might not look it from the outside, but underneath is where the magic really happens. Let's start under the bonnet. So as you can probably tell already, this is far from a standard 2-litre TDI oval port common rail. We'll start down the back of the engine. We've got a custom GTB 2571 turbo. So you'll probably notice that that turbo is not listed on our website anywhere. This was a prototype turbo that we were testing. In fact, a lot of parts on this car were actually prototype. So we've used this over the last few years to develop new parts and test other parts that not necessarily listed on the website, but it may have helped develop parts. So as well as the turbo kit, we've obviously got a custom intake pipe filter. We've got a custom R110 CP3 fuel pump. Most of the ones that we sell on the website are an R90, so this one's even bigger. Inside the head that you can't really see, we have got a custom ported head. It's got oversized inlet valves, oversized exhaust valves, upgraded valve springs. This was the car that we tested the ARP Custom Age 625 Plus head stud kit. That's been working very well on this car for quite a while now. We've got stage 3 solenoid injectors, but other than that, the engine itself, the pistons, the bottom end and everything is pretty much standard. We've also got the obvious supporting mods, so it's got the S3 intercooler on there, so the custom pipework kit, downpipe, exhaust, and you're probably screaming at the screen now saying, well, he's mentioned all these mods, but he hasn't mentioned what power it's doing. So this is currently running 342 horsepower, 475 foot-pound of torque, which is probably one of the most powerful kind of daily driven 2-litre common rails that we've built. So Dan's been driving this for the last few years. As I said, it's been a progressive build. Don't think we've ever done a video on this, which is why when people have seen this in the car park in the background, people have asked for it. One of the main upgrades that makes this car so special and unique, and I'm pretty sure this is a one of one, especially in the UK, I'm not aware of any others, but this has had a full 4-motion running gear conversion. So that's coupled up to a DQ250 gearbox. We've got an upgraded clutch in there. We've got a Quaife LSD in there. This is also running an Audi TT wide track setup, which means you change the hubs and I believe the bottom arms. Brake wise, we are running a high spec 6-pot caliper that is coupled with a 350mm bell and rotor setup. Suspension wise, we have got a full BC Racing coilover setup, and it has got a few power flex bushers dotted around underneath as well. So moving on to the rear, we are running an R32 rear caliper setup, and for the wheels, these are freshly powder coated 19-inch Volkswagen Logano wheels. In the boot, as you can imagine, this used to have a full-size spare wheel well. Because it's running the 4-motion setup, we've had to customise that. It's all been carpeted. To run the Haldex system, we are running this external Haldex controller from, I believe it's pronounced VW Engineering in the Netherlands. All carpeted, so it still looks very neat. I'll get on my hands and knees now to have a look underneath. So other than the custom exhaust setup and the powder coated rear arms and the anti-roll bar, can't really see much under here, but just about see the rear diff for the conversion. It's had the proper 4-wheel drive fuel tank put in there as well. Just about see that. So there's probably plenty that I've missed whilst going around this car, but I will put a link in the description to the full spec, and as mentioned at the beginning of this video, it will have a link to the competition as well. But yeah, I think although it is running the Scirocco R bumpers, I still like the fact that it's running the standard Volkswagen wheels. It still comes across as a little bit of a sleeper. There's definitely not many, firstly, 340 odd horsepower Scirocco diesels out there. There's definitely not many with the 4-wheel drive conversion. So let's get some cameras in the car and let's see what it actually drives like. So no messing about today, the car is already up to temperature. 4-wheel drive, DSG gearbox, 342 horsepower, 475 foot-pound of torque. Let's see what this Scirocco drives like. You get a little bit of lag at the bottom end, which is expectable for the size of the turbo. If you had 2260 on there, you'd probably get better spool, but really puts you in the back of the seat, even at the top end of the rev range. But no problems with the grip. I think in most front wheel drive diesels with this kind of power, you're just going to be spinning the wheels up. Probably, definitely first, definitely second, most likely third. And if it's a little bit damp, probably fourth, fifth and sixth as well. That's where the 4Motion in this really comes into play. It's worth noting to say this is quite a highly strung 2 litre TDI. It's actually quite comfy in here. BC coilovers ride pretty well. The brakes, as you'd expect from a 350mm 6-pot setup, work very well as well. But yeah, exhaust not too loud. You can definitely hear it when you're on it, but just cruising around in drive, very acceptable. But then if you put it in sport, you want to put your foot down, comes to life. So I'm fairly sure this is probably one of the quickest 2 litre TDI Sciroccos on the UK roads right now. And if you're watching this within about a week of this video going out, this could be yours for just £5. That's right, we are raffling this car off. A link to that competition will be in the description with the full specs and everything else you need to know. But really, all you need to know is this Scirocco is quite the beast. So we're not going to drive it too hard. Obviously, we want whoever wins this to have a fully working car, not a broken one. So we're going to head back to the unit. Hopefully you have liked this video. If you have, please click the like button, subscribe to the channel and get entering the competition.